Yes, this particular video is going to be on dualization, that is converting a single lane road into a dual lane road. We know what dualization is, and we are going to give reasons and in-depth knowledge concerning what dualization is and on what situation that the government need to dualize a road. If you watch some of my videos, I talk about dualization when there is need for dualization. I don't just, any road I see, I'll talk about dualization. No. Though some people may have their reasons for talking about dualizing roads. But in general, we are going to table the reasons for road dualization. Presently, so many roads in Anambra State needs to be dualized because of the nature of the state. And in the near future, some of these roads that don't need to be dualized now, there may be need to dualize them or provide a good alternative route. So now we are moving into the dualization discussions properly. This place we are now is a bridgehead Onitsha. Apart from being an expressway with a whole lot of lanes, up to 2-3 lanes, the government of P2B then decided to create a service lane, which is an extra lane because of what is happening along this axis. But I just told you the location we are now, but we are going into the discussion now. Converting a single lane road into a dual lane road involves several comprehensive reasons. That is, dualization involves several comprehensive reasons, each contributing to improved transportation efficiency. Yes, I heard some people talk that they are into transportation, that they know this, they know that. But listening good, you know the reason why there is need for dualization, especially in some particular places. It's not all the places that need dualization. Some places need it, and in near future, some of those places that don't need it now will still need to be dualized. Or if possible, a good and a serious alternative route will be provided to solve that problem. So each contributing to improve transportation efficiency, safety, also for safety and overall urban development. In summary, for transportation efficiency, for safety and overall urban development. So you can still dualize for urban development, you can dualize road for safety, you can dualize road for transportation efficiency in a nutshell. So, but we are going to expand this discussion into several details. This particular place is an unmistakable place, and this is the main market road from Head Bridge. When you talk about traffic capacity and flow, dualizing a road increases its capacity to accommodate more vehicles, reducing congestions and improving the flow of traffic along that area. This is crucial on area experiencing increased population or economic activities. Let me give, for instance, in my last video when I talked about dualizing Ifite Road, I don't know whether some people misplace it with dualizing Amansi or Baofemili Road. I did not, talk about Amansi or Baofemili dualization. I talked about Ifite, that Unizik Road. You know, that if it's a road terminated at Obamansi Road, and that road remains a single lane road. And in one of the comment sections, I said that the reason why I had to stop coverage nearing that Unizik side is because of hold up. There is gridlock there, and if you are covering an area that you are on a gridlock, people will not enjoy that video. You remain stagnant for a very long time. So that's why I decided to stop that video there, because there are a lot of traffic. And this is one of the reasons for dualizing road, that if it's a road needs to be dualized. And at the point I said, well, towards that aroma axis, there will be a lot of destruction of buildings. But in the real sense, that road needs to be dualized. It passes through a university, and a lot of traffic comes towards aroma down to that place. So it has to be dualized if possible, because of the increased population along that axis, and the traffic gridlock that is happening there, and some economic activities there. Yes, this particular road now is Ekulobia Nobi Road, the road that passes through Isuofia, Ibuku, Auketiti to Nobi. That is the road where we are now. And if you ask me about dualization, this road needs to be dualized. But for now, in a normal period, without festivities, the road is still okay. But during festivities, that's when you realize that this road needs to be dualized. Or in some certain times, on ordinary days like that, without festivities, in the evening time, that Nobi Junction axis and some pockets of places usually, encounter traffic gridlock. The axis of Ekulobia is now under control with the construction of that flyover. The flyover is going to ease up that axis, and right now, because of the problems we have in the state, we are not talking about future, but on ideal situation, future should also be taken into consideration, especially now. And because Anambra State is a commercial state, these things has to be solved now. If not, there will be more problems in future. The number 2 reason for dualization is to reduce congestion and delays. Dualization helps alleviate traffic congestions, minimizing delays for commuters. The additional lane provides more space for vehicles to move, reducing the likelihood of a gridlock during peak hours. Yes, partially I have talked about this point in my first point of traffic capacity and flow. So it's like I've merged the two points to become one. So, but in a nutshell, that additional lane that will be provided is going to help in easing up the traffic flow and avoid the likelihood of a gridlock, during that peak hours. Yes, another point I'm going to mention is economic development. Improved road infrastructure supports economic development by promoting the efficient movement of goods and people. Dualization can attract investment and stimulate economic activities in the surrounding areas. Well, these are the things that if you like, you can investigate and do some small research on it. I don't present what I am not sure of. It's well stated here. Anambra State is a commercial state. And if we don't take care of our transportation earlier enough, the state will run into big problem in future. So that's why some of these issues need to be solved now. In fact, it's becoming late. It's getting late solving them. If we really want to make Anambra the commercial nerve center of Southeast and Nigeria, transportation is the nerve that connects the commercial activities of any environment. So you can never overemphasize the need for ease of transportation. And you cannot talk about ease of transportation while you don't, make good roads and where transportation is not effective. So that is the problem. So it enhances economic activities and development when you dualize your road and make it spacious and ease up goods movement and people's movement is going to enhance the economic development of that surrounding. Well, having said that, we'll talk about increased connectivity. Dual lane roads enhance connectivity between regions and cities. It's just like the example I gave earlier, connecting Newi and Epulobia to Awka. This is the major connection point. It needs to be dualized. Coming out from Newi down to Epulobia and down to Awka, the major connection points, has to be dualized. If you want to get it right now, in future, if you must get these things right, it means that some certain things will be destroyed, or you provide very strong alternative routes. So dual lane fosters better integration and accessibility between regions and cities, and this fosters better integration and accessibility, encouraging trade, tourism, and social interactions. Yes, this particular road is an unmistakable road. This is Obiokole Street that is under dualization. So dualization, ensure efficient transportation of goods. The increased capacity of a dual lane road facilitates the smoother transportation of goods. This is particularly, beneficial for individuals and businesses that rely on the timely movement of products. Like this road now towards uh, that after Y Junction, if you are entering by that Bishop Crowder, that seminary school, Pope John Paul Seminary School, that road axis usually experience traffic gridlock. So, but now the road has been demarcated. There's nothing like traffic gridlock there again. And by the time the roundabout is constructed down there, vehicles will go down there to turn and enter wherever they are going. So you see that it has increased the efficiency in movements of goods and services, by dualizing the road. Then another important point is it enhances commuter experiences. Dualized roads contribute to a more comfortable and efficient commuting experience, reduce travel times, and improve traffic flow positively, impact the overall quality of life for residents. This is a very straight point that we don't need to talk more on that. Anambra State is a commercial state and road construction should not be joked with. In fact, Anambra State should be doing their roads now to be lasting not anything less than 50 years and up to standard, because we cannot do without good roads in the state. But unfortunately, the state is lacking behind when it comes to road construction. Yes, Soludo is doing his best to get the state functional, but my particular issue with him is that the way he's doing the road, the contractors he's using, I usually talk about that they fall short of standard. I said it and I've been saying it and I'm saying it now that there is not all the roads that need these local contractors. And Anambra State for sure is a very special state in terms of or because of commercial activities that are going on in this state. So we shouldn't be using all these local contractors that will, their roads will get bad within a short period of time, but rather we use experienced contractors. This is the 6th Avenue Road, and this road was done over 15 years ago. You can see how the road is, nothing like pothole on it. Very, very sound up till now. So this is what we are talking about. These are the kind of road we should be talking about, and it was dualized. Well, let's proceed. Yes, this particular road now is Enugu-Onitsha Expressway inside Awka. So, but the road is spacious enough, but usually in a well-planned society, expressway is supposed to be on its own and the service lane will be by the side. That is the way it is done. And in a very near future, there will be need to add service lane to this expressway. I've been saying it, just like what Peter Obi did at Bridget, Onitsha. At a point, Onitsha became so busy that they have to add service lane to that expressway to ease up movement of goods and services along that axis. This place will still come to that, but for now it may not need that, but later it will still come to that. So another good point is dual road support for public transportation. I provide support for public transportation. Dual lane road provide dedicated lanes for public transportation, such as buses. This enhances the reliability and the efficiency of public transit systems, encouraging more people to use public transportation. What I'm trying to say here is that, like in Lagos now, the BRT buses, they have their own lane. That BRT bus dedicated lane is usually on a dualized road. In a very tiny road, you cannot provide BRT lane on a single lane. Hardly you see that. So majorly it provides a special dedicated lane. And if you don't plan this thing now, we may run into trouble in future. Lagos State managed to put that lane. They just managed. But Anambra State have all the opportunity now to start planning for that future public special dedicated lane for public transportation. And that will go a long way in increasing the commercial activities of this state. And this is not possible without dualizing roads. Then another reason for road dualization is for future growth and planning. When I was starting this topic, I think I made mention of it, that we are not talking about future for now, even though there is need to dualize road for the future. But for now, we are talking about meeting up with present demand. And the present demand is about dualizing some important roads to meet the needs of the population. So dualization accounts for future growth and urban development, anticipating increased population and traffic, expanding the road infrastructure, proactively addresses potential challenges. You see, just like I've said earlier, we are not talking about future, but though it's supposed to, what the government is doing now is supposed to take care of the future so that we can get these things once and for all. That's what I'm saying, and I used to say it. You don't need to waste money doing these tiny roads that you know that you will still dualize in future. That is the point that I'm making. Yes, there is no money, there may be funds to carry out this road project, but if you ask me, I am of the opinion that any road government wants to enter, it should make sure that please you do that road to standard to avoid visiting that road in the next 100 years. That is what I'm talking, especially in terms of this dualization. To me, it doesn't make much sense if roads are scattered everywhere. Some tiny roads that that in future is going to constitute traffic problems because of the commercial, nature of Anambra State. We should be taking that into consideration when doing some major roads. And in my usual nature, anytime we are presenting such road that need dualization, I usually mention it. That has been the way I operate. The ones that don't need dualization, I usually keep quiet. And I talk much about the ones that need dualization presently. We are not even talking about the future ones, but the present ones. So that is it. We can go over to the next point. But before we move over to the next point, please, if you have not subscribed to YangaLife channel, click on the subscription button, notification bell, and let's hear your view about this video. Don't forget to share this video and like this video to educate others too. Thank you. Right now, this is Onitsha Owerri Road. Then we are not forgetting this other reason for dualization of roads, which is improved safety. Dual lane roads enhance safety by providing designated lanes for overtaking and reducing the risk of accidents. Separating opposing traffic flows reduces the chance of head-on collision, contributing to overall road safety. Yes, another good point of dualizing road is that it enhances emergency response. Dual lane road facilitates smoother emergency response, allowing vehicles to maneuver and reach their destinations most quickly. This is vital for ambulances, fire trucks, and law enforcement agencies. Then another good point is investment in infrastructure. Another reason for dualization of road is investment on infrastructure. Some people never considered it as investment, but I'm going to explain. Dualizing a road is often part of a broader infrastructure investment strategy. Government and authorities, recognize the importance of a robust transportation network in fostering social and economic progress. So it's a kind of investment in infrastructure. When you have a comfortable road to move, it's a kind of investment that fosters economic progress. Then another major, or maybe the last point I'm going to talk about here, is tourism and accessibility. Improved road contributes to the attractiveness of an area for tourism. These dual roads, and when roads are well built, it attracts people. Nobody hates good things. When you see roads done by maybe Beggar, RCC, they are very, very attractive. So it is part of tourism. There is no doubt about that. Then the dual roads make destinations more accessible, encouraging visitors and supporting the local tourism industry. There is no doubt about that. People that understand this, they engage in that. When you have a well-built and a nice-looking road that is well-marked, sand-free, very clean, neat, with traffic lights and street lights, is very, very attractive, and people would like to visit that city much often. So it is part of tourism development And our politicians, they know all this, but politics sometimes becloud them, that they neglect to do the correct and the right thing. Well, shortly I am going to conclude on this topic, and I believe that we have spoken at length. Then if you have not subscribed to YangaLife channel, please click on the subscription button, notification bell. We want to hear your view about this video, about this topic we discussed today, which is dualization, reasons for dualizing roads. And don't forget to like this video and share it with other people. Thank you as you do that. Then in conclusion, dualizing a single lane road is a strategic response to the growing demand of urbanization, enhancing traffic efficiency, safety, economic vitality, and overall quality of life for the residents and business alike. So with this, we come to the end of this topic, dualization reasons. And I am still your presenter, Chinedu, until I come your way next time. Bye for now.